Hey, welcome to my video. My name is Billy Joe. I'm so thankful you're watching. This pick-a-pile that I bring to you today is a viewer request, and they had asked, when will I find a job? So I'm going to look more deeply. Other than that, I'm just going to title it Job Search for those of you who are, trying to find a job, wonder when you're going to catch a break, what's going on, blah, 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 right? So, we have 3 piles for you today. Pile 1 is with citrine. Pile 2 is with ruby and fuchsite. I believe I said that correctly. Pile 3 is for tiger's eye. So if you need more time, you can always pause the video so you can meditate. You can use a pendulum, however you want to do it. Do remember that if you need a personal reading, you can always reach out to me at moongoddess114433@gmail.com. All information should be down in the description box. So I'm just going to get these moved out of the way so that way I can get started. Okay. For those of you that picked pile 1 with this citrine. I love citrine. It's such a beautiful, positive vibration, the citrine. Okay, so let's take a look into your job search. We have the number 40, follow the leader. What the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. Love those smart-assy cards. Some good shit is about to happen. The Star. The Lovers. No, this is not a romantic reading. Page of Cups. The Fool. Number 26, Hostilities. Number 46, The Thinking Man. Number 1, The Sun. Three of Keys, The Chess Game. And 2 of Roses, Winged Messengers. Okay. Try and get these situated so you can see all the cards here. Okay. I hope that's... Okay. So, let's see here. So, with follow the leader, of course, they're all flocked together. They're following this path towards this time clock. Kind of like when you're clocking into work. And this card's about being an example to others. Leading by example. In turn, you look at those whose character and accomplishments and success you admire. And then you emulate the leaders that you respect. It's trying to lead by example the way you have learned, by other people who you have mentored with, or other people that you respect and admire. Look at those and see what kind of work characteristics and the kind of drive that they have that you would like to use in your own career. And it says, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. It says, if you're waiting for a sign, well, here it is. I'm not going to say the word. And then some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues eat up. I'm trying not to say the big ugly F word. So it's like, this is pretty much just telling me, the top three cards, pretty much telling me it's time for you to start stepping up your game. It's time for you to be motivated and maybe listen to some motivational speakers. There's plenty to find on YouTube. Um, get pumped up and, get out there and pumped up and do this. We have the Star card here. This is from the Fountain Tarot. And the star is like, this pretty much is like, it's telling you this is a time of unexpected guidance. Looking where you haven't looked before. And it's like the need for you to be persistent. The star symbolizes hope, possibilities, and it symbolizes potential futures. You have potential. We have the Lovers card. Now, so the thing about the Lovers is, when it's not, lots of people just think this is only for romantic readings, this is for love. But no, this also represents making choices. So this is like telling you the choices in your hands. The ball's in your court, okay? It's time for you to make those choices. It's like you already know what choices you have to choose from. It's time for you to stand up and make that choice. You have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups talks about new developments. It talks about imagine who you are as a person. Really deeply think about who you want to be. Not in this box of society programs, but outside the box. Who are you as an original? Who do you want to be? And then take that leap. Go for a fresh start, a new direction. Step outside of the norm. Jump outside of the box. Yes, you're going to find opposition. There's going to be people who don't understand your heartfelt decisions because it is outside of the box. It is outside of the normal standard. And it's not the usual followed path. So you're going to find hostilities. You're going to find opposition. The thinking man. Think for yourself. Go ahead and do that thing that you've thought about this whole time. Go ahead and do this thing that you've been tossing around, that you've really been like, man, I know I feel in my gut I'll be successful about this. This is what I always wanted to do. I'm good at this. I know I can utilize it into a career. And, Spirit at this time is saying it's time to go for it. You got the Sun card here. It's going to bring you happiness. It's going to bring you joy. It's going to bring you abundance. Not only being happy in your career, but also being abundant, making the kind of income to sustain yourself and be happy. We have the Three of Keys here, which is the chess game. So when I'm looking at the chess game, what I'm hearing is that this may be a career in the field line of kind of like gaming systems. I'm specifically hearing like companies like EA Sports. Because I'm hearing that motto, it's in the game. When you first turn on, like, for me, it's The Sims, right? Whatever it is for you that you like to play. Or at one time I used to play the Tiger Woods. That was years. Oh my God, that's so long ago. But when you turned it on, it was like, EA Sports, it's in the game, is what I'm hearing in my head. So which tells me that you would be good with some kind of gaming systems like, EA Sports, maybe a company that deals with PlayStation or any other, toy or game factories, or, where they create the games and give ideas for the games. Or even, for some reason, for some of y'all, I'm hearing Amazon. If you have an Amazon in your area that you could go to work for, or I think sometimes Amazon has online positions. I'm not really positive about that. So I don't want to be fibbing to you, but for some reason I'm hearing Amazon, but I don't know what that's about. Then you have Two of Roses, which is winged messengers. So, this can be, of course, having a job that has to do with being online. This could be you, um, you know, but what I'm hearing is it's time for you to start sending out your resumes. Start sending them out with emails. Go to job sites like LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster, and it's time for you to put yourself out there. Your best bet is to do your search online, is what I'm hearing. And of course, as far as a time frame, so I mostly, I'm seeing the cups here, and I'm just really, I'm really sensing it's going to be, you really, once you start really putting it out there, it's still going to be about, I'm thinking about 2 months, a couple of months for you to actually get, that sinking. It's like when you're going fishing, and sometimes you're sitting there in your boat with the fishing pole in the water, and it seems like it's taking forever. But then finally, you get that bite. So it's going to probably be a couple months, but you're going to get that bite. And I'm telling you, this is the job that you want. This is the job that's going to bring you happiness. It's going to bring you abundance, and it's going to bring you financial security. So I hope this resonated. If it did, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to get moved on to those that picked pile 2. Hi, for those of you that picked pile 2 with the ruby and fuchsite, this is your job search. So let's see what we got going on. You have the number 30, making a choice. You are being shady. You look like a shit show. Temperance. The Magician. Queen of Wands. Number 17 for action. And the Queen of Roses. Okay. So let me get here. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you, when I do a reading, I'm just going to be blunt. I tell you the way I see it. Sometimes, I have an awkward sense of humor. I'm a little quirky. But I also, when it comes to being a serious reading, I'm going to tell you what Spirit tells me. So, first off, with making a choice. So, for some of you, this simply means that you have a couple choices. But for the majority, what Spirit is telling me is it's time to take responsibility for your own search. It's time for you to make conscious choices that will lead to your success. No one can do it for you. You got to get up and do it for yourself. Take responsibility. Take that first step. Don't rely on someone else to help you get another job. You need to do it yourself. We have, you are being shady. Watch out. Shit could get ugly. Like, you're not going to get what you really want. My mom always had this saying, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. You look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. So you know what? Go in there, and the job you want, dress for the job you want. I know you've had to have heard that before, but it's true. Dress for the job you want. Now, for me, I work in a hospital. I have to dress professionally. The job I want, yes, I would love to be a gypsy full-time tarot reader, but I can't go to work dressed up like a gypsy tarot reader. So, but dress for the job that you want. We have temperance. So, here we go, guys. Temperance. Of course, lots of times it means patience. But honestly, when you really look deep into this card, it means anything is possible for you. All things, you can do anything you want to. And it talks about, you need to start listening and start being more aware, start paying attention to, it's kind of like when people get signs and synchronicities, but it's like I'm hearing where people's like, oh, so-and-so is hiring, so-and-so is hiring. It's like, start listening. It's not as complicated as you're making it. If you listen and pay attention, you're going to be receiving these recommendations. There's someone coming along that's going to say, hey, I know the perfect job for you. So we have the magician. The magician he's, a master manifester, but also it's all about willpower and discipline. So be disciplined in your approach. Take the appropriate action. He always uses his tools. Like the magician has all the tools of the trade for his manifesting. So you'll probably have you would be good with some kind of career in a trade that has to use some kind of tools, and make sure you're disciplined with the tools of your trade. Use it, exact that skill with those tools to be a master craftsman of that trade. Get your skill level up. We have the Queen of Wands. Use your charisma and your feisty spunk to ensure that you get the job. Become an example of completing tasks and set the bar for other people. You have the action card. Be the main message of this card is be willing to work. Put in the effort. Increase your determination to find that job that you know you want. Be more aggressive in your action, and you will get the job you want. You have the Queen of Roses. This is telling me that there's going to be someone who's going to be valuable and helpful in your efforts to get this job that you want. For some of you, I'm seeing a tool belt on the hip. Maybe you like to work construction or carpentry, but it's some kind. I'm seeing handheld tools in my what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, someone in this field, and basically this is just saying, open your eyes. It's saying listen, but I'm seeing in my head snapping, feel like, open your eyes, wake up, look, so-and-so has that position open, you know how to do this, you're excellent with those tools, get your game on and go for the job. Okay, now for this section here, of course it does have Wands energy. It does have action, so this is going to be a quick moving. You're going to get this job rather quickly. This can possibly, I think the longest it's going to take is a few weeks, maybe up to a month at the longest. But this may be days up to a month. I don't think it's going to be a couple days. Probably be a week, 2 weeks, possibly. The longest would be a month. But you wake up. You know who I'm talking about. You know it. Okay, so for those of you that this resonates with, thank you so much for watching. And please like, share, comment, subscribe, leave your feedback. I'm going to go ahead and get moved on to those that picked pile 3. Hi, y'all that picked pile 3 with the tiger's eye. Okay, for your job search, let's see what you've got going on. Okay, we have the number 36 for commitment. Stop sleeping so damn much. Okay. Death. 8 of Cups. The Hanged Man. the world. Number 3, Archangel Gabriel. And number 42, woman holding a coin. Okay. I'm going to tell you like I told the other, I told Paul too. I read this the way I read it. I have a quirky sense of humor. And, but I can tend to be rather blunt, especially when it's a serious reading, something like this. So I'm going to tell you the way Spirit tells me. So if it triggers you, sorry, not sorry. Okay, so we have commitment. So commitment is more than just lovey-dovey. Usually this comes up, we can get this in a loving reading, right? But this isn't a love reading. This is about a job search. This is about trying to get employment. But this, when it comes to the commitment card, this is talking about partnerships that are right for you. Partnerships right now are going to be very powerful. They're going to help you find fulfillment. So be clear and aware of the responsibility you're committing to. Make sure you enter only into the partnerships that is for your highest good. Okay? So be aware of the partnerships that you sign into. So stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. So I'm just basically getting the vibe of, don't just kind of walk through life like a zombie. Like, don't just take whatever willy-nilly little job comes along. Don't be doing that. You have a lot to offer. And make sure that who you do sign an employment contract with is for your highest good. They want what's best for you, and you want what's best for that partnership. It's a give and take, equal give and take right there. That's what you're looking for. So what I'm getting is that the reason that you're looking for a job, those that this pile resonates with, right now, what I'm fixing to say, you're going to know 100% whether this pile resonates with you or not. The people watching this that it resonates with, they just lost their job. You got downsized, you got fired, you got laid off, you got forced to retirement or resignation. Something happened. That job has come to an end. Okay? We have the death card here. So that right there is like you've lost your way of making ends meet. This is telling you to accept the loss. You're being released for something better that's coming along in the future. There's something better coming for you. It's coming out of the darkness. It's coming straight for you. You don't see it yet because it's still in the darkness, but it's heading straight for you. Okay? We have the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is all about walking away from your disappointment. It's time to search new paths and to walk into the unknown. You see, he's got his back turned. He's walking towards the darkness because he doesn't know what's coming up there. He's walking away from these cups. They no longer serve him. They're no longer good for him. You have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man lots of times talks about getting in a rut, in a standstill. But in this reading, what I'm picking up is a change in your perspective. He is purposely hanging upside down. He did this to himself so he can see things in a different light. Surrender what you know and embrace this change. Expect the unknown. We have the World here. So the World talks about, it's certain success is yours. Become a master of your experiences and skills. Maybe look for work on the internet or even a stay-at-home job or career in communication. And that's backed up even with Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel, he's got his trumpet. He's got these birds, right? He's got a scroll. He's all about communication. So this is, like data entry. There's all these different possibilities. You could be into data entry, publishing, counseling, teaching, radio, television, journalism, marketing. You may even be into mediumship. That's one that's actually these things are actually in the book, and like mediumship, you can be into wanting to start your own YouTube channel or your own website or even Patreon, And then we have woman holding a coin. This lets me know that you may receive assistance from a valuable female friend or an acquaintance, or, someone is going to help, or maybe someone's just going to lead you. Maybe you have a female friend who's going to lead you to a valuable connection. But there's some valuable female friend you have, and they're very, this black cat's here. That's very lucky. Black cats are highly lucky, and they can help you. They're going to help you get in the door, so to speak. So as far as a time frame, I'm really sensing that it's going to be a couple months, 2 or 3 months, 6 months at the most, because you're still in this transition period here. You're still in the transition period. So I'm thinking 3 to 6 months at the longest is what I'm feeling. Okay. So I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. If it did, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video. Remember, if you do need a personal reading, you can always shout out to me at my email address, moongoddess114433@gmail.com, and I will get you set up. If you yourself have any ideas that you would like for me to do a pick a card on, you can leave it in the comments. And if you don't want to be known, you can always just send me an email and I won't mention you. Thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.